Hypertension or high blood pressure is considered when the systolic and diastolic BP is above 140 by 90 millimeter of mercury at rest. After exercise and anxiety or hospital visit may temporarily increase it, but a repeat reading at rest is needed to confirm it. Usually, the cases are of essential hypertension where there is no obvious cause for high BP, and sometimes it is secondary hypertension when there is a cause, namely renal diseases like renal artery stenosis, glomerulonephritis, and polycystic kidney disease. Other causes are endocrine like hypothyroidism and thyrotoxicosis, pheochromocytoma, Cushing's syndrome, primary hyperaldosteronism, hyperparathyroidism, and acromegaly. Hypertension is usually asymptomatic until the diagnosis is made at a routine physical examination or when a complication arises. So, a routine BP checkup should be done at every doctor visit. Widespread atheromas develop due to high BP and may lead to coronary or cerebrovascular disease. Retinal changes develop causing hypertensive retinopathy. Fundus shows retinal hemorrhages and cotton wool spots. Investigations advised are urine examination, serum creatinine, serum electrolytes, blood glucose, lipid profile, and thyroid function tests. ECG and echocardiography is also done. Renal ultrasound and color Doppler can be helpful in detecting renal diseases. Special tests of endocrine function, if those diseases are suspected, should be done. Management includes avoiding alcohol intake and smoking should be stopped. Low salt diet and diets low in saturated fat are advised. Obese patients should do regular exercise and reduce weight. Drugs advised are thiazide diuretics in mild hypertension. ACE inhibitors like enalapril are more potent but should be avoided in patients with impaired renal function and renal artery stenosis. Third, angiotensin receptor blockers like telmisartan have similar efficacy but do not cause cough and are better tolerated. Calcium channel antagonists like amlodipine and nifedipine are effective. They are particularly useful in older people. They may cause edema due to fluid retention. Beta blockers no longer used as first-line antihypertensive but are good if patient has angina. Combination therapy with low dose of two drugs may reduce side effect of each of them if they were used singly in higher doses. Thank you.